When we are on the precipice of the forbidden, magic can happen. That is Eden. Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of The Fragrantician, where we talk about nothing but fragrance. So I upload videos every Tuesday and Thursday evening here in the UK, either at 7 or 8 p.m, and I also upload a video every Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. So in this video, we are talking, this edition, should I say, we are talking about the world famous, again, Cacharel, and that is Eden, or in French, Eden. So this fragrance, what can we say about this fragrance? It came out in 1994 and it is quite the fragrance. Jean Guichard was the perfumer, and the notes and the accords are just probably on another scale. So it is a white floral and floral scent, but it also is woody, sweet, aquatic, yellow floral, slightly fresh, although actually maybe it's quite fresh actually, and a little bit powdery. So I'm just looking here, but according to these notes on Fragrantica, I know, you know me, I like to know what's in it. It has peach, bergamot, mandarin, orange and lemon. And then in the heart, it has mimosa, water lily, tuberose, melon, lotus, pineapple, jasmine, lily of the valley, and rose. Let's take a deep breath in and take a breath out. And then in the base, you've got patchouli, sandalwood, cedar, tonka bean, and black locust, whatever that is. So this fragrance, let's spray it. Before I actually spray this, I've just read a review on Fragrantica here, and I've got to share it with you. It's by Velvet Piston 69, love that name, and he or she says, or they say, it says, conclusion, this Eden is unique. It does not resemble any other, which it does that it will last a long time. A fragrance that holds, that lasts, a perfume to sniff with closed eyes until your nostrils burst and your head hurts. This juice is quite simply a perfect olfactory killer. My rating, 10 out of 10. What can I say about that? That just sums up the review. It just does. But let's spray it, shall we? Now I have a little 30 ml, my little vintage bottle. I do have a reformulated version, and I will say the reformulated version I think is probably about 95% just as good as the vintage. The only difference is it smells a little bit more, I don't want to say that word synthetic because I hate that word, or plastic, but it does have a little bit of a different nuance about it, but it's still lovely nonetheless. But anyway, let's just spray this. By the way, hate the bottle. So on the back of this box here, it says orange blossom and mimosa, cool fruits and patchouli. Eden for the first time ever encompasses the exhilaration of spring with sensuality. Now, they got that wrong, didn't they? Because I don't detect wearing this in the springtime. However, I will wear this fragrance in the springtime or the summertime when it's raining, because look at that picture there. It evokes that dampness and moistness and wetness, and it's from, now I don't really like melon, but I do detect a little bit of in here, but it's fine. It's those citruses with the mimosa, which is herbaceous and aromatic, and the patchouli. Oh, the patchouli is gorgeous in this. I detect that aquatic feel from the water lily in there, which gives it that that aquatic feel. I mean, let's not, you know, say anything else. It just has that slight aquatic feel. The patchouli is there and the tuberose is there as well, but the tuberose isn't the star. I would say the water lily, the mimosa, the peach. Yeah, you can smell those fruits in there. It's like the fruits of the forest. It is that, it has a bit of a there we go, that's a anyway, there's a bit of a forbidden feel about it. But I remember that advert in the mid-90s, mid to late 90s, where that woman with very short pixie hair walking through the forest. Was she topless? I'm sure. No, she couldn't have been. That would have been censored. But she was very scantily dressed, and it was like Eden or Eden, le parfum défendu, or something like that. I remember. Yeah, it was very much like that. Very different of its time. Again, Cacharel fragrances make bangers. They make vintagey vibe fragrances. They really do. When it's, I mean, in the 90s, it was all about the Spice Girls, and it was all about Oasis and all of that kind of era. And I was rocking this then. You know, that summer of 97, I was, there's the summer, the hot, and it was a hot summer as well. I was really wearing this to death, really was. And I'm so glad I've still got it preserved, really have. This is the original formula. This is absolutely top notch. It has a little bit of warmth to it as well. Now, I don't know if that comes from a bit of the sandalwood. I don't know. There's a little bit of warmth in there, but it's green as well. It's vegetal. It's damp and mossy. I don't know. It has that feeling of an organic feel, like almost mildew. No, that's not organic, but it is mildew, and it's just mossy and damp, and that's why I like to wear it when it's raining or after it's rained, because it encompasses all of that feeling of the damp ground and that earthiness walking through a forest. It has a slight witchiness about it as well. I wouldn't say it's a gothic vibe. It hasn't got a gothic vibe, but it has a dark vibe to it. It's not for wallflowers. It's for people who want to stand out in a crowd, and you'll stand out in a crowd wearing this for sure. It's quite a polarizing scent. People either love it, like myself, and there are some people who don't like it, and I know people who don't like it, and I've still worn it. But then, hey ho, that's life. It has a bit of a paradise feel about it, and it almost smells like fruit going on the verge of not being good, being unripe, if you get my meaning, with loads of flowers. And that's it, really. It's really lush. It's so abundant. It's a canopy of white florals and fruits, and just, you just want to bite into it. You know, you want to be that forbidden fruit biting. This is what Eden is. Oh yes. Eden, the Garden of Eden, enter if you dare. So that was my review of Eden by Cacharel. It's lovely. As I say, if you can get your hands on the vintage, you can find it still. But the reformulated version is just as good, I think, out of all of the Cacharel ranges. I do, I really do. So go check it out. So you've been watching another edition of the Fragrantician. And as I've said, and as others have said as well, it's better to be hated for who you are than loved for who you are not. So till the next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, my lovelies.